Have you ever wondered how people and things travel on roads? Well, let's find out together. Example 1. Cars. Did you know? Cars are one of the most common ways people get around. They have 4 wheels and can carry a few people, like your family, from one place to another. Cars can be big or small, and they come in all sorts of colors. Example 2. Bicycles. Bicycles have 2 wheels and are powered by you. That's right, you use your legs to pedal, and that makes the bicycle move.
I have put up a simple tutorial guide to help you create kids' educational videos just like these channels are doing and start making hundreds, if not thousands of dollars every single month. Imagine you want to create a video educating kids about the road transport. The first thing that you need to do is to write down the lesson yourself, or you can use AI tools to write the lesson for you. For example, we can come to ChatGPT. So once we're on ChatGPT, this is the simple prompt that we're going to give ChatGPT. Please provide me with a lesson for a kid's education video about 5 examples of road transport for my YouTube channel. Introduce the road transport examples to the kids and provide a brief description about them. Have specified to say it's a kids educational video and it's about road transport. You can give it your specifics, or you can just leave it and see what it will provide you with. So from there, what I'll simply do is I'll click on enter. Okay, let's see what ChatGPT has provided us with. So we have the lesson, which is 5 examples of road transport, and we have an introduction. Hello, little explorers. Wonderful. And we have the first example, which are cars. The second example, bicycles. The third example, we have the buses, the trucks, and we have the motorcycles. So what we simply have to do from here is I would encourage you to read through the lesson carefully and paraphrase where you feel as if you have to paraphrase. Sometimes ChatGPT will give you the same words in the first lesson, in the second lesson. So I would encourage you that you go through and change where you feel like changing. So there's some AI tools that you can use to paraphrase your text. For example, you can come to qbot.com. This is one of the tools that you can use completely for free to paraphrase your text and to give it that human feeling and texture. So what you can do is come to ChatGPT and you can copy the first example like this, and you can come to qbot and you can click on this paraphrase button. And it will bring me to this page. What you simply have to do is, since we are using a free version, we'll leave everything to default, or just leave the modes to be at standard. You can choose natural or formal or academic, but we'll just leave it to standard. And from there, we'll paste in our lesson. And from there, we can click on this paraphrase button. Okay, let's look what it has provided us with. So we have the introduction here. It says the automobile is the first on the list. And here the introduction says first up is the car. So I love the way ChatGPT has written it for us, unlike the way it has been paraphrased. But if you do not like the way it has sounded, you can still click on the rephrase button, and the text will be rephrased until you get what you're looking for. From there, you can download it as a file, or you can just copy the text here at the bottom. So once you're happy with your lesson, the next thing will be us converting this lesson into an audio so that we can begin generating our text. So the best text to audio that I would recommend is 11 Labs. I'll leave the link in the description so that you can try it completely for free or by yourself. So once we are on 11 Lab, the only place I would want you to come is where it says a speech. So while text to speech is still selected, go back to ChatGPT, copy the introduction, go back to 11 Lab and paste your text there. Once our introduction is pasted like that, the next thing that we need to do is to choose a narrator. So from there, what you simply have to do is come to this play button here. When you hover your mouse, it will change to a black play button and choose your narrator. So once you select your voiceover artist, what you simply have to do is click on generate speech. Okay, so this is perfect for you to download your audio. All you have to do is come to the download button here at the bottom and download it into your PC. So you do the same thing for your first example, your second example, up to the 4th example. Or you can just copy everything at once and paste it into 11 Labs and generate your audio and download it into your PC. So to create a full video, we're going to use Canva. Canva has got a free version, also a paid plan. So if you choose to get a free version, you have a few limitations, but if you upgrade to the paid version, you do not have to worry about anything. So let's go to where it says create a design. And once we are there, we're going to select where it says a video, which is 1920 by 1080. So once we're on this blank canvas, the next thing that I would ask you to do is to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you're enjoying this video so far, just give it a thumbs up. And if you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section below. So since our lesson is talking about road transport, let me show you how you can create a background in the simplest manner. So what we simply have to do from there is we can come to where it says elements. And from there we can search for roads. Once that is done, we can come to where it says graphics. There are a lot of roads that have been displayed, but I'll go with this one. Select this one. And I'll place this road here like this. And what I simply do is I'll Control D to duplicate the road. And I'll place the road somewhere here. And I'll increase the size so that it looks the same. So again, I'll Control D to duplicate it. And again, I'll Control D to duplicate it. So once it's like that, I'll just align it straight so that it is perfectly aligned. From there, what I simply have to do is to increase the size. Okay, so this is perfect. So from here, what I simply have to do is I'll place some hills and just some background image so that it looks to be realistic. So once our background is designed, the next thing that we need to do is to upload the audio that we had downloaded from 11 Labs into Canva. So there are two ways we can do this. We can just drag and drop our audio into Canva, or we can come to where it says upload and go to where click on where it says upload files. And select your two files like that and click on open. And your audio files will be uploaded into Canva. So from here, what we simply have to do is we can click on the first audio. Once we click on it, it will find itself here on the timeline. And we can increase the size up to 50 seconds, just like that. It's fine. Then the next thing that we need to do is to drag this second audio here at the bottom so that they match like that. Perfect. So what we simply have to do from here is to introduce our characters. So we know our character to say the first one is the car and the second one is the bicycle, and we have the buses. So what I would highly recommend that you do is look for characters that are already animated and like characters that are not yet animated. So we can go to elements and we'll search for cars. So all these are different type of cars that have just popped up, but we're looking for cars that are already animated like this one. Or when we scroll down like this one, this is just so perfect. So keep on scrolling down and you'll keep on finding cars that are already animated. Now that we found cars that are already animated, what we need to do from here is we need to listen to our audio and find out where the car is being introduced before we put in these other details. So click on play.
Hello, little explorers. Today we're going on an exciting journey to learn about different types of road transport. Have you ever wondered how people and things travel on roads? Well, let's find out together. Example 1. Cars.
Okay, so example number 1 are cars. So we're going to introduce the cars here. So we'll just left click and we'll split the pages like that. And what we simply have to do is we'll click on this already animated car to the scene. Okay, like this, and we'll place the car here. This is just so perfect. We'll resize the car to our preferred size like this, and this is just so perfect. So what we'll simply do is we'll put the car here and we're going to animate it so that it moves forward by coming to where it says animate, and we'll select here where it says create an animation. And we're going to drag our car to move in the straight direction. Like that. Okay, so this is perfect. The next thing that we need to do from there is to come to the movement style. So we want it to be smooth. And the next thing that we're going to do is we'll reduce the speed of the car like that. And from there, we're going to introduce in another car so that there are two cars. So we'll go back to elements and we'll look for a car that is already animated like this one. So place this car here and we'll flip it like that. And we will resize the car to that much. And we'll place this car here. And what we'll simply do is, while it's still selected, we'll click on animate, and we're going to animate this car by moving it to that direction. So again, we're going to select the motion style to be smooth. Then we're going to reduce the speed to that much. So let's play to see the way everything looks.
Example 1. Cars. Did you know? Cars are one of the most common ways people get around. They have 4 wheels and can carry a few people, like your family, from one place to another. Cars can be big or small, and they come in all.
Okay, so one thing I've noticed is like when they reach here, I want this car to move from that other side. So what I simply have to do is I will click on this car, I will left click, and I'll come to layers, and I will send it to back like that.
Did you know? Cars are one of the most common ways people get around. They have 4 wheels and can carry a few people, like your family, from one place to another. Example 2.
Okay, so this is very perfect. So example number 2, we're going to introduce the bicycle. So we're going to split here where it says example number 2 by right clicking and coming to where it says split pages. And our pages will be splitted like that. Then we'll select this third page and we're going to delete these like that, and we'll select this second car and we'll delete it like that. We'll come to elements and we'll search for bicycle. And again, we're going to look for bicycles that are already animated, not bicycles that are not animated. So like this one, this is perfect for our tutorial. So select this bicycle and we'll resize the bicycle to that much. I'd love it to be a bit bigger like that. Then we'll place the bicycle here and we're going to click on animate and we'll select create an animation and we're going to drag our bicycle like that. Okay, perfect. Our bicycle is moving like that. Okay, that is just so great. Then the next thing that we need to do is we'll come to where it says movement style and we'll select it to be smooth and we're going to reduce the speed to like that. Then from there you can add in these other motion effects, but I prefer it just like the way it is, like this. Then I'll select my car, like my bicycle like that, and I'll place my bicycle there. Then I'll play to see the way everything looks. And from there I'll also add in another bike. So this one, I'll flip the bicycle by selecting it and coming to where it says flip, and I'll flip the bicycle like that. Then I'll place the bicycle, I'll also resize it like that. This size, perfect. Then I'll place the bicycle here. Then what I'll do is I'll also animate it so that it moves forward to the left and click on animate. Then I'll click on create an animation. Then I'll click on animation going straight like that. From there, what I'll simply have to do is I'll click on play to see how everything looks.
Bicycles. Bicycles have 2 wheels and are powered by you.
Okay, so here they look as if they are colliding. Here, they look as if they are colliding. So what I'll simply do is I'll click on the second bicycle and I'll click on option and come to where it says layers and I'll send it backwards. Okay, so our bicycle is there. So we'll left click again and we'll bring it to front a bit like that. Then we'll click on play to see how everything looks.
Powered by you.
Okay, so I love the way they are moving. So just resize the bicycle to that much. Okay, so here where it says example 3, this is where I'm going to split the pages again and repeat the same process. We're going to look for buses that are already animated. So we'll go back to elements, we'll delete bicycle and we'll search for buses. We'll increase the page to that much and we'll delete the bicycles from this page. And we're going to introduce the animated buses. So let's click on the first one, which is this one. And we're going to resize this bus to that much and we'll place this bus here. And from there, the same process that we had repeated, we click on animate, and then we also click on create an animation. Then we'll drag our bus to move straight in this direction. Okay, like that. That is perfect. So we can click the movement style to be smooth. And we can also reduce the speed to that much. Okay, perfect. And we can click on done. From there, we can also bring in another bus like this one. And we can flip it as well. And we can resize this bus to that much. And we can repeat the same process. Okay, so this is so perfect. So the next thing that we're going to do is to add in some transition between 2 pages. So to do that, just hover your mouse between 2 pages and you'll see this button which says add transition. Just click on it. And you find these different type or forms of transitions that you can add to your page. I think I love this one. I can add it here and go to the next page and click on the add transition button. and add that transition here until I finish with my entire video. And from there, what you simply have to do is bring in some texts. So what you simply have to do is come to where it says text and select a page where you want to add some text. For example, it's this one. So you can add in this text like this, and you can add to say cars like that, and you can make the text bigger. You can place the text here. What you simply have to do is you can come here and you can change the font style by selecting the font style that you prefer, cars, and you can come here and change the color. So we choose red, and you can come to effects and you can add in these effects. Let's say we select this one, and let's say we add in, after selecting this, we can add in a black color. We can add in some effects like that. We can place it here at the bottom like that. Then what we simply have to do is we can add in some effect so that it comes up like that. Okay, perfect. Then from there, what we simply have to do is we can go to elements and we can search for shapes, and I'll select this shape, and I can resize this shape to like this, and I can place this shape here. And from there, I can choose the color of the shape. Let's say I want it to be blue. Okay, so this is perfect. Then we can see how everything looks.
Example 1. Cars. Did you know cars are one of the most common ways people get around? They have
Okay, so once it says cars, I can split the pages here like this. And I can go to the next page and I can delete this, so that it only appears here on the first.
Cars. Did you know cars are one of the most common ways people get around? They have 4 wheels and can carry a few people, like your family, from one place to another.
Okay, so this is perfect. So you can add in text, animation, and everything until you are done. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like and let me hear your thoughts and comments about this type of videos. So once the animation is done, you add in some sound effect and some background music by simply coming to Epidemic Sounds. I'll leave the link in the description so that you can try it by yourself. And from there, all you have to do is search for, you can come to sound effects, and there are different sound effects that you can choose from, or you can specifically search for a sound that you're looking for. From there, you can come to where it says music and search for a music style that you're looking for and add it to your project and make that complete awesome video that you're looking for. Thank you very much for staying this far with me. God richly bless you.
Hello, little explorers. Today we're going on an exciting journey to learn about different types of road transport. Have you ever wondered how people and things travel on roads? Well, let's find out together. Example 1. Cars. Did you know cars are one of the most common ways people get around? They have 4 wheels and can carry a few people, like your family, from one place to another. Cars can be big or small, and they come in all sorts of colors. Example 2. Bicycles. Bicycles have 2 wheels and are powered by you. That's right, you use your legs to pedal, and that makes the bicycle move. Biking is a fun way to get around, and it's also good exercise. Plus, it's eco-friendly because it doesn't use any gas. Example 3. Buses. Now let's talk about buses. Buses are big vehicles that can carry a lot of people at once. They're like a giant car that helps many people get where they need to go. Buses are often used in cities to help